Welcome everyone to Get Your Game On, the channel dedicated to immersive gaming experiences, and we have a special video for you guys today. Joining me today is DOF Reality CEO Igor Demenchuk, and he is jumping on to tell us a little bit about the status of DOF Reality and kind of give us an update on what's going on over there. Igor, welcome to the channel. It's good to see you again.
Hey, Mark. It was quite some time ago, but I'm happy that 2025 we are back and we're recording this video.
Yeah, actually, it was. I went back and looked, and it's been since Flight Sim, since the Flight Sim Expo. That was the last time we talked. So a lot's gone on at DOF since then, and I think we were just introducing the no cog mod last time. And do you want to give us an update on what's going on with that?
Oh, sure. Let's take it from there. We demoed it in Flight Sim Expo, as many of you know. Some of you tried, and it was really great pleasure to meet a lot of our subscribers, our clients, our future clients and audience, and your subscribers, Mark. I'm sure there are many people there that enjoyed our platform. So we prefer to call it extra smoothness gearboxes because it's better for naming convention, and
Yeah.
it actually addresses and explains what it is. So it is extra gearbox for us,
All right.
and
So
it's introduced into the system,
okay.
and it reduces the speed of rotation 3-to-1 ratio, and it makes general aviation slow banks motion smoother. As we discussed before, it's not a deal breaker. It's not affecting racing. It's not affecting even like combat flying. It's not affecting like even 90% of the flight use cases and flight scenarios that customers experience. But since our customers want it, so
Mm-hmm.
we did R&D and we developed it and we introduced it into the products. And uh, we wanted to make it still affordable. We want to keep our platforms really close to you and accessible for the community and for all new customers and enthusiasts and hobbyists around. And we decided to keep both models in the portfolio. So basically, we keep standard SFU gearboxes with Caridian joints in the portfolio, and they're for if you order racing platform for H or for P model, as well as seat movers, you will get standard SFU Caridian joint platform, which is amazing. It works like 99.5% of the
Yep.
use cases. And if you really want to have this extra smoothness, you need to order flight configuration, heli or universal.
Okay.
Yeah, so for these configurations, they're included there, and as it is extra hardware, it's extra cost for us, you will see the price difference. And that's why we want to keep both. So for customers who don't need it, they can still have like standard ones. And for customers who need it, it will cost a bit more, but it's for racing, flight, and helicopter configurations, and as well as universal. So again, it's not needed even for flight sims. It's not needed for 99% of the cases, but just in case we put it there, so there's no confusion. There's no customers who ordered flight configuration and they assume it's there, and it's not. We make it included in the flight, heli, and universal. And it's also mentioned in the product description, so you will see it as extra smoothness gearboxes in the product details. So make sure that you choose proper configuration when you order it.
Okay, that's good to know. And just as a aside, keep in mind if you're on the fence, these motors are not compatible or upgradable. So whatever you decide to go with, if you do not go with the extra smoothing gearboxes, then that's not something you can just adjust later. It's something that basically is fixed in. You'd have to change the motors completely. Correct?
Yeah, you need to change the motors completely because it's different dimensions and different fitting, and even some frame elements. Some like it depends on the configuration. Some frame elements might be affected. That's why We want to make it upgradable, but unfortunately, it's the sandwiching it all over the place will reduce rigidity and reduce longevity. So we don't want compromise, and we want you to order a proper one from the beginning. However, some like our old customers who ordered it before August, they we offer upgrades, we offer like trade-ins. There are a lot of options available. We make, again, like we want to make it really affordable for you guys. So reach our support, reach our sales team, and we will see and we will help you with upgrades.
Yeah, that's perfect. And what I'd recommend to anybody, if you're not sure which one to get, just get the it's the extra smoothing gearing. Get the one with that if you're not sure, because if you're kind of planning on dabbling and then down the road you decide, oh, okay, well I want to get into flight. Again, it's a lot more expensive to have to change those out than to just get it right off the bat. So if you know you're just racing, like I said, those units are perfect. But if you're not sure, I personally recommend you go for the extra smooth gearing on those units. So anyways, all right, perfect. Well, thanks for covering that. Really appreciate it. The reason I wanted to have you on, and I'm so appreciative of you coming on, we've had some emails and comments, and it's around the latest shipping and some issues that people have been having at DOF. And it seems like orders have been getting delayed, especially around the holidays and stuff. And there's a lot of speculation as to what's going on. I've heard people saying, oh, the company's going out of business. I've heard all kinds of rumors. And I just wanted to cut to the chase. That's why I wanted to have you on, because I just want to get right from you. What's happening at DOF? Why are we seeing the issues that are popping up? Just kind of give us an update on what's happening lately.
Yeah. It's as usual in aviation, like some fails happen not just because of one component fails, but it's a chain of events. Our chain of events was pretty simple, and it was actually beneficial for our customers because we have a lot of orders in Black Friday. So we did like
Yeah.
really good discounts. We have a lot of orders on Black Friday, not as many as the Fanatec,
Well, yeah.
but we had a lot. And yes, and in December we start shipping them, but there was an issue in Polish customs, which basically screwed up all the shipping schedule for 2 weeks, and that's why some of them end up in January. Then now in January we have an issue with the packaging. So we getting feedback from you guys and pictures, or like somebody may be seeing the pictures of damaged boxes.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and it does happen. Look, it doesn't happen whatever you do, but we feel that it needs to be addressed. That's why we have to change the packaging, and that's why we have to basically repackage a lot. We have to redo a lot of QA before we ship this big batch of December, beginning of December orders later on in January. So as we speak, the last about 70 units have been loaded to FedEx.
Okay.
So I think we cleaned up December today, and there are about, I think, 60 or 50 orders. I think it's about 50 orders left from January that should be shipped in 2 weeks. So unfortunately, for some customers it was like 3 weeks delay. For some customers, close to 4 weeks delay. However, we do still stand for like 3 to 4 weeks from order to the door. Look, it's in your benefits. We don't want to ship something that we know the packaging will fail, and something that will be weak, and something that might end up damaged or broken at your end. So we'd rather it was a tough decision because it was a delays on top of delays. So basically there are like we have like all these 3 events lined up, and that's why it cost for some customers to wait about a month or like 6 weeks for the shipment, and
Wow.
it caused some confusion. But we did send emails. Might be like a few cases, and I think it's even more than this, where it gets to spam folders. So we try to notify customers, and we try to mention the delays ahead of time, but unfortunately sometimes it doesn't reach you guys. Sometimes the emails get bounced back, but we're here We work hard. Our team is working like extra shifts to load it and ship it. And I believe in 2 weeks, all the January orders will be done, and everything will be back to normal, and there should be no further delay. And honestly, in 10 years with company, it's the first time we've seen this kind of chain reaction and
Right.
catastrophe event.
Well,
But look, yeah,
that's why I'm
the
so
product is there. We
surprised.
are still
I've
there.
not.
Like, yeah, like it is a delay, and most impacted people were that ordered on Black Friday,
Right.
and unfortunately it happened, but Black Friday orders were shipped already.
So just so everybody understands, shipping's always a consideration, and these things cost so much to ship. And in an effort to keep that as affordable as possible, you guys ship in batches every 2 weeks, correct? That's kind of the process that you guys do to try to keep the already high shipping at least at down as much as possible, correct?
Yeah, we used to ship every 2 weeks, but then in end of November, December, we shift to every week because order numbers increased, and as well we want to like increase decrease the time. And but unfortunately, there are some customs issues, holidays issue in Poland because I think they celebrate like couple of days every month, here and there, and it was tough. There were some delays, some repackaging, and all this comes together, but
So
it's solved.
so it's like the perfect storm between the holidays, excessive Black Friday orders, and then so the packaging. I'm assuming this is the shippers not they constantly. So if you don't know, the shipping companies continue to raise prices and they continue to care less about their care, I guess is the way I would say it. So DOF has over the years always had to keep an eye on their packaging because what the packaging that worked a year ago, all of a sudden now we're getting damaged parts. And so it sounds like that's kind of what you ran into here at the exact same time you got your Black Friday and everything. So all this came together to cause this shipping issue and why people are so delayed. Is that basically what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. And honestly, I can give you one secret. Some countries we subsidize shipping.
Yeah.
So like Australia, New Zealand, it costs us like when you order, you'll see crazy number, but believe us, it costs us even more. So for some of these countries, we kind of even cut margins lower to ship it there because we know there are some enthusiasts, really hardcore guys in New Zealand, Australia, and other remote places, South Africa, and so on and so forth. And but we have to ship it, and we cannot charge $2,000 for shipping,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous. But average consumers, they don't touch it. They don't know like the reality
Yeah.
and what's happening behind the scene, like how like fuel prices affect the
Yeah.
shipping costs and everything. And everybody wants to be on the safe side, like FedEx and DHL. They just run through the roof with the
Yeah,
prices.
and that's what always pains me when I see people or hear people talk about, oh, DOF doesn't care about their customers, they're just trying to make money. It's like I've known for a while that you guys actually subsidize some of the shipping when it's just beyond exorbitant. So the prices you guys are seeing that you think are high are even higher in some cases, and DOF is actually absorbing some of that cost because again, the company's founded on affordable motion platforms. That's the whole premise, and so that's what we're trying to do. So, well, I appreciate you clearing that up, and I appreciate you being transparent about that and everything. So, and then do you want to touch on the customer service? Because I also read that people are like, I haven't heard from customer service and all this stuff. Is there anything you want to touch on that?
Yeah, I think it's a general notion when people waiting for something, so they build up tension,
Yeah.
and they want to say something, and they want to get heard. And uh, we like I just want to mention that we have really exceptional support, and our goal is to be best in the industry, and I think we do. And let me explain you how it works. We have 3 agents around the clock. So basically, it's a 3 shifts, 24/7. We have these agents available online in the chat, over the phone, and emails, which we end up in ticketing system. So this agent's taking care of you. It's not just one person. It's not like half person. It's not like quarter
AI.
of person outsourced in some countries or AI. We don't use AI. We don't do such things, and we even in the chat we don't do it. And also, besides these agents, like 3 months ago, we started another program for improving our support with Jeff Weaver. Probably
Hmm.
some of you know
I
him
know
from the
Jeff.
from Action channels.
I know
Yeah,
Jeff.
yeah. So we started a huge program for improving the support, and it's a lot of things already done. So you see like knowledge base on our website. You see like much more information. However, look, I we cannot do anything for the customers who get the platform and they send us chat message where I can get a manual. Look, guys, like you should go to the website, at least check there, do a couple clicks and then like ask these questions, obvious questions, and even like for these questions we do answer. And if you don't answer in like 5 minutes, there's no reason to panic because uh, because my goal is to set up this organization for exceptional support. That was from day one. So most of the companies don't even have phone number. Most of the companies don't even like publish it. Most of the companies don't take the calls. We do take calls and we return all the calls back. It's not like you leave us a voicemail and we will listen and return the calls. Yes, we will listen for a voicemail and return the calls. But even if you don't leave us a voicemail, we will still return a call. So this is like few steps forward from any organization I've seen in the industry that we are going for. And also for the support tickets flow, how it works. If you open a ticket and you start working as one agent, so this agent will take care of your case because we don't want to juggle and throw cases from one
Right.
agent to another.
Right. Right.
And yeah, this is to your benefits as a customer because otherwise there will be some misinformation, information will be lost between the agents. That's what we want to avoid.
Well,
And
and real quick, I got to say, because I know how many people out there, how many times have you been on the phone talking to tech support and you tell them the whole story of everything that's going on? They're like, okay, 1 second, let me transfer you. And you end up telling that same story 3 or 4 times before you get to somebody that can help you. And I think that's what you're saying. You keep with the same agent so that
yeah,
the customer doesn't ever have to sit there and
yeah,
repeat the story over and over again.
exactly.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I hate telling the same story over and over.
And the problem is the support. Look, the calls dropped like for some reason. It's and nobody calls you back. Never ever like you like whatever like premium like you call like I don't know you want to buy a 2000 $200,000 car, like nobody calls you back. The calls drop, that's it.
Yeah.
But we have all the calls logged and we do call back. If call dropped or you just call us, even don't leave a message. That's why like we go all these extra steps. So because of each agent take care, like each case taken care of by specific agent, that's why the agent will answer you, and this will be the main agent who is handling the case. And it may lead up to like 24 hours delay. Some agents don't work for on holidays or public holidays or weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Some do, but in the working days it's 24 hours max that we get answers, and all the calls, all the tickets are answered within this time frame. And I know, like sometimes you cannot, like you get a new toy, you cannot wait 24
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
I do understand it. I do understand it. But we want to have like best support for you. We don't want to give you same advices all over and going in the circles with different agents. That's not our goal. Our goal is to fix a problem once and forever, make you happy, and get your platform working.
And that's all the stuff. I mean, I saw a comment, oh, DOF's just as bad as Pimax. And I just had to laugh and cringe at the same time because anybody that's watched my channel, you know my exploits with Pimax. And you guys are so far away from what Pimax does. It's almost an insult to compare you two. So that's why I want to make sure I clear that. I can tell everyone, trust me, I've got experience with both DOF Reality and Pimax. They are not even in the same ballpark. I mean, they are 180 degrees off in my opinion. So I appreciate that, Igor, and I really do appreciate you coming on and being transparent and just, trying to explain what's been going on. And I think that's what people appreciate. They just want to know what's happening, and I think it's great. And again, keep in mind, DOF Reality has been in business over 10 years now. And again, this is probably the worst perfect storm that's ever hit your company, right? This is like the one
Yeah.
big glitch. So bear with the company. Please be patient. Again, trying to give you guys the best product at the best price, and sometimes things happen. Nobody's perfect. So I appreciate that. Now, one thing I did want to close with, Igor. So one of the common things I saw when I was like reading through the comments and emails and stuff, I had a lot of people that are new to this that bought a program or bought a system, and they say, did I make a mistake buying a DOF Reality platform? So I would like you, if you wouldn't mind, address a new customer that may have just bought this and they're going, did I make a mistake buying this platform?
It's a good question. I think it's up to the person, because as much as I wish to, I can't make everybody happy at the same time. I cannot. Like we cannot, like whatever team we put like 20 people on support. We put more people on packaging. Stuff, shit happens. And
Yeah.
the difference between good company and just the company or perfect company is how they treat it, because it happens with any company.
Yeah.
Look, for car manufacturers, how many recalls? Like BMW, Mercedes, like what's the best brand? Like, I don't know, Rolls-Royce, Land Rover, Range Rover. Like everybody have recalls. Like Toyota have recalls. So Toyota is in car manufacturing business for 100 years, and they still have recalls. The question, the difference is how they manage the problem, and that's where we step in, and that's where we keep transparent. We keep customers happy. We wanted to always go extra mile for the customers, and we solve all the issues. Look, to be honest, within this batch of customers that get affected with the delays, some of them ask for refund, and we did a refund. Like we asked, okay, I sure you don't want to wait extra couple weeks, because it's there. It's not that just we're trying to to get your money and run away.
Right.
Yeah. So we ask the question. Some people have like deadlines. Some people change mind. That's fine. We did. Everybody who asked for refunds, they get refunded. It's no it's no even like not even like in a doubt that we will not do refunds whatsoever. The problem is when some customers do buy the platform, they receive the platform, and they realize that, oh, it's not to their expectations. And that's why, like, we get back to your question. um did customer make a mistake buying us? I don't know, because it's up to expectations, and expectations are subjective. I can say from the industry perspective, like we have most affordable platform, we have most motion range in the realistic market, because there are some companies that are not in the market anymore, like 3 years worth of promises. They promise more motion range, more dynamics, and some more features, but then it's not real. They're not in the market. So within actual companies that do sell motion simulators, we have best pricing. Like it's not just 20% better, like 50% better.
Yeah,
it's
half.
like 2x, 3x.
Yeah.
Like 2x, 3x better. And we have motion range much wider than any actuator systems. That's what people don't understand. I think we might need to do another video, explaining the difference between actuator-based systems and our systems, because if you look for some very expensive systems, actuator-based systems, they cost like 5x of our system.
Yeah.
And when you look, even promotion videos, it's like a big like butt kicker. It's a shaker. It's not a motion platform. I don't know why they call it motion platform. So it's just like rumbles on the road. It just barely shakes on the curve and the accelerations and gear shifts. That's it. So because they have smaller motion range and it's far away from the rotation point, at the end you have like 5 degrees, I don't know, 3 degrees of motion, which they don't advertise for sure. They advertise millimeters or kilometers. But comparing apples to apples, I don't see any competition, and that's why I think we even had it on our website. There is no competition, honestly. However, like competition is healthy, and we did have like a few years ago, we did have competition, and it brought a lot of changes to our platform as well. It's really healthy. But look, guys, the platform is really great, and we really work with you. Our customer service is there, our technical improvements is there. We constantly improve the platform, like over the years. If you look for what was published like 10 years ago, like it's night and day, and it's because because we want to deliver best up to date. Like we improve like control boxes, we improve every part of it, and even it's the same for the software, like SimRacing Studio also evolved a lot over the time. So I think uh, it's a best decision because there is nothing not because there is nothing else, because it's the best platform for the back.
Yeah, I've always said DOF realities are the best value, hands down, like not even close. And I'll answer that question from my perspective. Yes, it is a fantastic purchase, and no, you did not make a mistake. If you're into simming, and I've said this before, this is one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life. It brought so much to my simming experience, I can't imagine not having it. So if you're a simmer and if you want to take it to the next level, you absolutely did not make a mistake buying the DOF Reality platform, in my opinion. And you know, if you're somebody that might not be as into it, well, then like Igor said, that's up to you. But if you're hardcore into this, everybody I've ever talked to that have bought one, I haven't had a single person yet say, "Ooh, I shouldn't have bought it. I don't like it." As soon as it's up and running and they're through the headaches of whatever the issues are, boom, they fall in love with it, and that's been across the board. I mean, I can't even count the number of people that have expressed to me how much they love their motion platforms. So that's my answer. So
Yeah.
that's, if you want my 2 cents, that's what I got. So Igor, I appreciate it so much you coming on and just clearing all this stuff up for everybody. I'm sure everybody else appreciates it too. Is there anything else you'd like to cover before we sign off?
I think we're good. The only thing I want to add on is that, look, guys, you might think I'm biased for sure. I'm working for the company. You might think Mark is biased. Just go to YouTube, search for reviews. Search for reviews. Like there are a bunch of people, they bought it off Amazon. They have no idea about us. They bought it on their money, and they're super heavy, like professional drifters, professional racers. Like we didn't know about them. They bought it on their own, and they mentioned that it's changed their life. Like, and the flight
Yeah.
simulation also. They do mention it's all authentic. We don't publish it on our channels. It's there in the media. It's in the social posts. Look for the reviews. Look for real life opinions, not for people who ordered and changed their mind and then complaining about something. Look for people who bought the platform, tried it, and have their thoughts about it. Oh, and even like some of them compared apple to apples and compared it to different platforms. Just look for the opinions. Look for real feedback, not just advertisements.
And if you want a biased opinion from this guy, we have so much content about the DOF reality platforms. And the reason I'm biased, I'm just gonna tell you straight out. The reason I'm biased is
But you
because
paid for it,
I
Mark.
did.
Like
No, I totally
you
paid for
paid for
mine.
it.
I paid for mine straight out. And the reason I'm biased is because it brought so much to my gaming experience and I fell in love with the product. And yeah, I paid for it. And I'd pay for it all over again. If I
Yeah,
lost my motion platform today, I'd be in the order tomorrow to get a new one. That's how important
yeah,
this thing is to me. So, yes, I'm biased, but I'm biased because I love your product. So, there you go.
yeah. Yeah, and make your channel you because like
Yeah.
it is a star now. Like for a channel, it brought you to the media. It expands your audience as well for people who want to be influencers and who are influencers. It's amazing too because it's unique.
Yeah, and I'm going to close by saying the one thing I think I've told you 100 times. Igor, thank you so much for creating such an amazing device and giving the average person like myself the opportunity to experience this amazing simulation and motion in my own house. So I just again want to thank you for all the hard work you've done over the decade in bringing us this experience. It's amazing, and I couldn't live without it. I absolutely love it.
My pleasure, Mark. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. And until next time, remember to get your game on.